Taking control of the circuit attorney's office, the major accomplishments the city's top prosecutor could reveal in his report 6 months later.
I don't even know how to say this, but I think the store is going to flood.
Worried over water, the massive water main break that turned Main Street in Belleville into a river, and how residents are still feeling the effects this morning.
Concerns from the community after 2 officer-involved shootings in St. Charles County. What we're learning about the 2 suspects shot.
We had some rain overnight, but that has moved on, and a dry stretch of weather coming for the rest of the week as temperatures actually start to warm up a bit.
A major makeover for the Family Arena, the upgrades you'll soon see in St. Charles.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Surprise, surprise! I just heard this video from Michelle like 10 seconds ago, and I tried to know, but no such luck. We begin on this Tuesday morning with a live look at the Botanical Garden, where Garden Glow is in full effect. Nearly 2 million lights on display there, but if you're going, take a coat. It's chilly. Thank you so much for joining us for Today in St. Louis, everybody. I'm Randy Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. We do want to thank you for joining us, including those of you who might be watching us on 5+. So, yeah, great to see you.
Yeah.
Not a surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise. I can't hold it.
You started it.
He was trying to hold it. I can tell. He's like, I gotta hold the surprise. No,
It just came out.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
We try to entertain when we can. Paul Cook, of course, eyes on the roads out there. A
little wet
damp,
out there.
yeah. Well, be careful.
Okay. Speaking of dampness, when is it all going to stop, Anthony?
Well, the rain's ended. It's just the ground is wet from the rain we had overnight. But sun will be coming up here shortly, and we'll have ample sunshine, at least for the first part of the day. This afternoon turns cloudy, so it'll feel like a winter day with gusty winds in place as well. So, you know, sunshine this time of year, important to get outside and at least absorb some of that vitamin D. And I think this morning you'll have a chance to do that. A fast-moving clipper, though, zipping through the jet stream. This is already in parts of Ohio and Indiana. So no more rain for us coming out of the sky. But again, the roads are damp. Your car, if you parked it outside, it is wet with some rain droplets on it. But numbers are very close to freezing. Like in Eureka, you're at 32, St. Charles 31. So any little bit of residual moisture that may have been left on the ground could have the potential of freezing this morning. So just be mindful of that as you come and go, especially over some of the bridges and overpasses. But St. Louis Metro, we're up near 40 to start, and we'll have highs today right around 48 degrees as we turn cloudy. We'll talk about the next few days as we warm up. That'll be nice. In the meantime, let's go over to Paul Cook and track our traffic this morning. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Anthony. My job is to make sure when you hit the roads, you don't find any surprises. We don't want that at all. It's really what it's all about. 55 northbound here as you be moving through Rivas Barracks and southbound. There's no surprise. That has been quite a delay over the last few years even. And then above my head, there's construction here. Let me go right back to it real quick at K, and also as you be further up there at Cave Springs. So really dealing with quite a bit of stuff there. We're looking outside right now, though, and cars are moving very well. So no surprises is the point. We'll let you know when there is another take of traffic minutes away.
In just hours from right now, St. Louis Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore will make his 6-month progress report. Gore took over as the city's top prosecutor when Kim Gardner resigned. Our Mercedes McKay joins us now live in downtown St. Louis with what we can expect to hear today. Mercedes?
Good morning, Rennie. This morning, St. Louis Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore will share what he has accomplished in his first half year on the job. Now, since he stepped into this role, he's had a lot of eyes on him after the scrutiny following former Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner. Missouri Governor Mike Parson appointed Gore to the role in mid-May, just 3 days after Kim Gardner's unexpected resignation on May 16th. Gardner stepped down after weeks of battles with Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey, who was trying to get her out of office. Now, Gardner faced political backlash for her office's response after Janae Edmondson, a 17-year-old from Tennessee, was critically injured after being struck by a car in downtown St. Louis. The suspect in that case, Daniel Riley, had violated his bond various times but was never jailed. Gardner's office was also plagued with short staffing and case backlogs. After Gabe Gore stepped in, he made 14 key hires in under 2 months, including 5 full-time assistant circuit attorneys. Now, Gabe Gore will share his 6-month progress here at the Carnahan Courthouse this morning at 10 a.m. I mentioned that he hired people. That was actually his top priority when he stepped into the role, so I'll get more into that in our next half hour. I'll also tell you in our next half hour how many cases were backlogged when Gore stepped into the role and what he was met with. Live in downtown St. Louis, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Mercedes. We have new details this morning on 2 officer-involved shootings in St. Charles County.
Police are releasing more details about what happened over the weekend. And our Holden Kerwicki is live for us in Lake St. Louis with what led to shots being fired. Good morning, Holden.
Well, good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Reddy. The St. Charles Critical Incident Team has its hands full after 2 shootings that took place on Sunday. Now, both suspects in each incident actually ended up dead. Let's start in Lake St. Louis, where we're learning more about what happened. According to Police Chief Christopher DiGiuseppe, officers were following up on a call of shots fired at Boulevard Park. When they went to a home on Fox Ridge Court to talk to the suspect, 27-year-old Wesley Ingram came out with 2 guns. When officers tried to take those weapons, police say Ingram fought back. The chief says an officer shot Ingram after he tried to fire his gun. Police do say Ingram was able to fire multiple shots. One officer suffered a minor hand injury in the scuffle. Ingram was later pronounced dead at the hospital. The officer who shot Ingram is now on routine paid administrative leave. Meanwhile, in O'Fallon, Missouri, police have identified the man involved in another officer-involved shooting in St. Charles County as 34-year-old Douglas Allen Phipps. O'Fallon police say they received a report of someone shooting at the clock tower outside of City Hall Sunday evening. Officers then chased Phipps. The police pursuit ended on Spring Court in the Royal Oaks subdivision, where Phipps pointed a shotgun at 2 officers and exchanged gunfire. Phipps was pronounced dead at the scene. No officers were injured. Again, at this time, the St. Charles Critical Incident Team is handling the investigation into both incidents. Reporting live in Lake St. Louis, Holden Kerwicki, 5 on your side.
Thanks so much, Holden. This morning, St. Louis's largest and oldest emergency domestic violence shelter is going to look a little different. We know that 8 local design firms are updating the Women's Safe House. You're going to see more modern furniture, light fixtures, and new paint. The big reveal is at 2 o'clock this afternoon. As we start to enter the colder days, you can help families stay warm this winter. Right now, Gateway 180 is in desperate need of women's and children's coats. So you're asked to drop off any donations at the Gateway 180 shelter on North 19th Street from Monday through Friday between 8 in the morning to 5 at night. Hats, gloves, and scarves are also welcomed. We're going to, we go back and forth weather-wise, but we are going to need those.
Yeah, I think you'll need them today, especially, and tomorrow. In the morning, we'll have temperatures tomorrow colder than it is this morning. But of course, we're getting that first hint of daylight, and you can see it out over our downtown skyline. Clear skies this morning, but numbers are cold. Definitely need a coat. It's 42 at Lambert. That's the warmest spot, but a lot of locations are in the 30s, and we'll have highs today, top out in the low to mid 40s. Maybe some spots get up to close to 50, but today we do turn cloudy aside from the bright start we're waking up to this morning. We'll talk about a nice warming trend headed our way for Thursday and Friday. Details on that and some weekend rain that's coming up.
It's the smallest stage yet for a GOP debate. Who will see at the podium tomorrow night?
In the Family Arena, getting a major makeover. The differences you'll soon see inside and out.
Playoff performance, the moment a Lincoln County, Missouri teenager brought her voice coach to tears last night, and what you can expect tonight on the show.
And as we head to break, you're taking a live look at Arnold this morning. Traffic is on the move, keeps going, keep on trucking in Arnold. All right, and we're going to keep an eye on the roads and the weather after the break.